For our agenda right now, our discussion, we are honoring a musician of the month, and there's several musicians. And would Mr. Mom please come forward, our band director for the district?
So Chris Momsilovich, I would first like to say not just musicians, but we want to recognize the artists as well, so the fine arts. So for that, I'm going to turn it over to Aaron Rommel first, and we're going to go through a couple other directors too.
Okay, thank you.
It's so good to be here. We haven't been here for like so long. I don't know if y'all remember me. Facebook pictures, oh, that's so big. So I'm the Battle Creek Central High School art teacher, one of them. Swanky's the other one. And I have with me and Jordan. These are Jordan Solis is my artist of the month for September, and Juliana. I call her Jules. Jules is my artist of the month for October, and Denise Anderson is my November artist of the month. And I have with us is pieces that they've made, so I can show you those, and I'll pass them around in just a second after I talk about them. So Jordan, this is Jordan, or Jordy, artist of the month for September. So all three of them are in my well, I guess many classes. Denise is in my drawing class, and Jordan and Jules is in my AP class and my drawing class and ceramics and all the things. And all three of them basically have never taken my class until this year, and they came in at day one just being super rock stars, working super hard all the time, and they just never give up. Jordan started doing a bunch of different experiments, and then she'd get bored with one thing and move on to something else, and then Jules will come in and make some stuff and then work harder, and then they'd like compete, and then they're just constantly pushing like boundaries and levels and what they can do and what they're researching and testing out different things. And it is only November, like to think of how much that they both can accomplish by the end of the year is super amazing. I can't wait to show you all with all my Facebook posts and Instagram posts and all the things the whole year, because these guys are really amazing. And then Denise is my drawing class. I'll wake up to Denise all the time, first hour, and she's just like, the bell rings and the bell stops, and she does not move the whole time. Gets up, goes to the next class, but she like never works, like so hard, working the whole time. Like I'm like, girl, you can take a break. Like your hand has got to be tired. And she's like, no, I'm good, I'm good. And then I use her examples all the time, or her drawings as examples on my document camera all the time, because she just works so hard. And was like, oh my gosh, you're doing so amazing. She pushes every limit. Like she just works so much harder. Like I'll say, you should have like 5 hours in this. And she'll be like, well, I'm going to do 10. So she just makes everybody like all the time. And so my niece, love her. And then Juliana, I'll show you her artwork too. Jules does 2D and 3D also, just like Jordan, and they are constantly just always making a bunch of different stuff. So I'm going to pass this around. I can't really take credit on their skills and their levels because they all just walked in being super rock stars, and they just blow me away all the time. So, but these ones are Jordan's, and she mixed some clay from like dust and made the clay herself, and then put some mason stains, like colorant, into them. Where she had to wear like a mask and gloves and the whole like respirator, and like she was not afraid to get dirty or anything, and then mix these, and then she threw them on the wheel, and I'm going to pass them around, but you can see the different colors in them. They'll be brighter. So once she's going to put some clear glaze on it, then she makes both of them, Jules and Jordy, make things that are just cups and bowls, but then they get bored, and so they go bigger or they go smaller. And so I have an example of Jordan's little tiny pot that she made that was super small, and it's like a lot of times you think, well, it's too small, but you have to like throw it with like your pinkies, so it's not like you do it with your whole hand. It's like really small, so it's very challenging. This is Jordan's watercolor piece. Juliana just started this today. You can see the speed that she does. She just starts working and then doesn't stop. You can pass it around, but it has charcoal on it, so be careful like to get your fingerprints on it. But this is just a piece that she starts. She works really fast, and anytime like I'll give her like a tip or something, she just does what I say and then pushes it even farther and better. So I can like take her work. I'm so lucky that I get to like come to school every day and see amazing people work all the time and work so hard. And you get here And the musicians, I have them too. Over there. I think I've already had all them too. They like everyone just works so hard all the time, but it's just brings so much joy to be able to see them and work with them and watch them and have them work something super small and super big and watch them cry when it breaks. Jordan did the chalk, the battery chalk thing this, when was it? Summer. This summer.
Oh.
And she won first place?
I did.
Won first place. So
There were professional chalk artists there. There was about 12 of us. I just decided to enter. I've never done chalk before. I've really never like experimented with it outside of like my driveway. So I thought it would be fun, and I went and I spent about 7.5 hours on a 7 by 7 foot by 7 foot space on the ground. I spent all day on it, and I was super proud of how it came out. And I eventually won the popular vote, and I ended up in first place.
Well, that amazing energy is going to be hard to follow up with. I'm Zach Thompson. I'm the director of the orchestra, choir, and guitar at Central. I have 4 up here. I couldn't really like pick one for November. So for our September, I have DeAndre, who is in my orchestra. I picked him because he's been an astounding leader there every single moment. He's been there for all of our beginning players and helping lead when I ask him to get on the podium and help run warm-ups, help tune people. He's always there, rocking it, just doing a great job. For October, I picked Talith. Talith has been in my guitar class. I've seen him grow as a musician since last year, doing a fantastic job. Any task like I need done, Talith is there. Like if I need picks counted or something because kids like to eat them, or I need a timer set for how long they're practicing, trying to teach them that time management, Talith is like on it, running the timer, taking care of the picks, making sure the room's cleaned up, just doing a fantastic job. And then for November, I picked 2 of my choir students, Jonathan Bashaw and Kaylin Jones. Jonathan, if I have to take a day off or if I just need that extra assistance, he's on the podium. He's running the rehearsals. He's able to run all the warm-ups. He gets them goofy, having a good time. He's always pushing all of my students, all of our students to the next level. He's not afraid to step out of a shell. He's always gonna like run the warm-ups, shoot for the moon. They do all kinds of crazy stuff. And then Kaylin, I had Kaylin last year, just like Jonathan, and always, without a doubt, bringing in all of the energy, smile on her face, really working hard. And I've also gotten a chance to see her work on like clay stuff too in the art room, and does an amazing job. Like, just a great all-around artist. So I really wanted to take some time to recognize them. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to show you today, but you can come to our concert and see them perform.
When would your concert be?
December 15th, right? December 15th. So come see them perform. Choir's doing a great job. Orchestra's doing a great job. Guitar doing a great job as well. So.
Hi, I'm Mr. Hoffman. I'm all things music at Western. And when I got the email saying that we want to recognize students that were responsible for September, October, and November, I had a hard time figuring out how to do that until I figured out how to do it. So I have 2 students that I'm going to recognize for multiple things, but I have certificates for something called the Western Michigan University Middle School Honors Band. So I want to brag on. Standing behind me, you can't. So yeah, so I'm going to be talking to you about Alexa and Jasmine Baker. These 2 students, most recently, they survived the snow. Obviously, they went to Western Michigan University Middle School Honors Band. They were selected among other students, and they made it there. They made it there in one piece. So that's an accomplishment in itself. Even though a couple days later the snow went away. What they did while they were there was amazing. They were given the music a week ahead of time, and they said, "Mr. Hoffman, are we gonna work on this music together?" I said, "Absolutely, we're gonna work on this music together." So when? And so we every once in a while give them a little piece of information on what to expect. And I said last year the kids at the event, they had 5 pieces of sheet music, and they were given it the day of the concert, a day of the the shindig, and they had 3 pieces they performed. They have 5 pieces. They're not going to do any more than 3. Trust me. Okay, cool. So got all relaxed. They went there. Well, throughout the day, I heard them rehearse doing all 5 pieces. So they worked on all 5 pieces. And these are not easy pieces. These are top level middle school pieces. So they literally worked on it with other kids from all over the area. Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, all over. They spent the whole day. They were sad to have to miss school to do that. So they went there in the morning. They rehearsed most of the day. Took a couple breaks. They gave them lunch, gave them dinner, and then they performed in the evening. So I'd like to recognize them for doing that. But before we clap, let me talk about them also. They are very, very super responsible. In fact, I remember one day. Jasmine was coming outside with a pass. She was supposed to be outside. The marching band was there. What's Jasmine doing outside? So the marching band was outside, and Jasmine was running. She had a pass, and she's out of breath. I'm like, it's okay. She goes, oh, my instrument. I go, so yeah, when you get your instrument. So she went back in and got her instrument, came back out. I mean, no matter what she's doing, there's always a hard work element attached to it. In fact, last year she was nominated, made it to the Battle area middle school honors band. And you're supposed to have 2 to 3 years of experience. And she started last year in October as a 7th grader, but we didn't tell anybody, but she made it in. So it worked, right? So I just did the kind of hard work out of both these girls. And then Alexa, she's talking about super responsible. We had to do some transitions during the season where she had to put her clarinet away and get out the flag. And I'm like, Alexa, we really have to transition fast. You don't have to swap out your clarinet. Just put it away. We'll get that later. So she's really good at following the rules. So I just want to recognize these girls for the hard work throughout the season, throughout the year so far. And let me give you this. It should say more than middle school honors band, but Alexa, there you go. So this is what we did.
I'm going to be calling up 2 people that have already been here for the arts. So can Jordan and Jules.
Love that.
The other one that was not able to be here was Caleb Jenkins. He does commute very far. Caleb is the one surviving person in percussion section for marching band. He was the one who's on drum set. Always there, always dedicated, wanting to show up to all the middle school things, trying to recruit people and have people play. So he's an outstanding leader for there, always positive. I have him in a piano class and he just plays for hours on end. Drives you nuts, I know. And then as we're looking through the season for marching band specifically, both Jordan and Jules, this is the low brass section.
All right.
With the euphonium and the trombone. And both of them really have that Bearcat spirit. They want to yell, they want to scream, they want to have fun. So if we're hearing screaming at a game, yes. We're getting people ready, people organized, making sure they're on their stuff. That's Jordan too. So what an epitome of outstanding members. So I want to appreciate both of you here. And just want to say, like, we couldn't have a marching band without these kind of people. The last thing that I wanted to mention while I was up here is it was really important to introduce the arts, the music and the performing and 2D, 3D. Visual arts, thank you. Words, I don't get them. Because since we've been here, there has been such a massive want and desire to build those programs up. So with Northwestern coming up, with the unprecedented amount of financial support this year for both visual and performing arts, it means a lot. It means that the school really does support us. So these are the people who are also going into the middle schools to recruit kids in. We're doing a big recruitment effort. We're going to try our best to rebuild this program because that's the pride of the state there. Mm-hmm. We want to have our spirit. So these are the people who are doing it every day. So I just want to say thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. This has been really awesome to have our students come join us tonight. You're welcome to stay, but we completely understand. But do come back, and the best of luck as you pursue those fine arts. And congratulations once again to all. Mighty nice ceremony.